I want to turn to another story that we brought you about 2 weeks ago. A member of the New Jersey State Assembly, Parker Spacea, was at a Hank Williams Jr. concert. He and his wife stood in front of the Hank Williams Jr. flag, which happens to be Hank Williams Jr., his face superimposed over the battle flag of the Army of Northern Virginia, the Confederate flag, as it's always referred to. He tweeted out, or he put on his Facebook, a note saying, "I hope this doesn't offend anybody, LOL." Well, it came under a ton of fire, not only on social media, but by his Democratic opponents in his re-election race for Assembly. Now, he's thinking about bringing a lawsuit because of harassment that he's claiming to his employees. I want to bring in Assemblyman Parker Spacea back to Chasing News. Parker, how are you? Welcome back.
Good, Bill. Thanks for having me back.
I want to ask you the first thing, because we've got our panel here and we're going to talk about this. Do you think now at this point maybe you have a little regret on putting that post up, just beyond even the picture of the Hank Williams flag, but also the provocative tweet saying, "I hope this doesn't offend anybody, LOL"? Any regrets on doing that?
No, because I did nothing wrong. It was a Hank Jr. concert in Leonard Skinner, and we talked about that before. When are people gonna be tired? Get tired of being offended over everything.
What are you hearing from your employees, though? I mean, you said it in this whole idea that you may sue. Any regrets because of the people that are potentially being hurt or are being hurt, according to you, because of the drop in business?
My employees tell me when the calls at the point were coming in, they're like, "I don't even know what they're talking about. You treat us right. You're a good guy. I have no idea what they're trying to bring forth here, against, your business."
So tell me about the lawsuit. Is this not just the normal course of politics? And honestly, didn't you just open this up to a social media discussion? You can't be surprised at the reaction. Why take it to the level of a lawsuit?
Well, I think one of the things is that, obviously, my opponents, I'll be running with Hal Worse. They have nothing to offer. They have nothing to bring to the table. So this is like their avenue to try to rally up people, to portray me as somebody that I'm not. So for one, and for two, I work every single day of my life. We talked about, at the zoo, it's a nonstop, 7 days a week. I had to drive my daughter down. I drove 24 hours straight. I got here at 6 o'clock this morning in Florida. I'm dropping her off. After we get done with the interview, I'm driving back home again. So it's like nonstop, work and family. And I don't have time to deal with these girls that, like you said, have nothing to bring to the table.
Can I ask you, Parker, like what? What are you accusing your opponents of doing that is beyond the normal course of rough and tumble New Jersey politics?
Well, I think one of the, with their campaign managers, Ben Silva, when he checks in at 12:30 in the morning, we get up and we run our own Facebook page. My wife sees, bad reviews. It's like, come on, we're a 90-year-old business. We employ at least 35 people through the summertime. We have a lot of young kids their first job. And it's like, if they have nothing else to go after, it's like, I don't even think that they should be running what they're running for.
All right, Parker, appreciate you joining us. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, let me bring our panel in. Corey, Laura. Actually, Corey, let me start with you. Are you offended, upset, hurt, and outraged by the Hank Williams Jr. flag?
No, not so much as I hope no one would be offended if I had the African flag there, taking a picture behind it.
So what do you think of what the Assemblyman is saying? Are you okay with his social media post?
I think that freedom of expression should be respected. I mean, if he's not making any derogatory remarks directly to anyone, if they're going to take away everyone's freedom of expression, then it's no longer America, to be quite honest.
So, Laura, Corey sounds like he's on the Assemblyman's bandwagon on this. What do you say? Offensive, stupid, valid lawsuit?
I think more than anything else, just stupid. And while I certainly respect anyone's right to start a lawsuit if they are truly the victim of criminal level harassment or anything like that, I really think that what the Assemblyman is experiencing now is called consequences for one's actions. When one makes posts and says things publicly, especially if the person is a public official, there are consequences. And for all of his talk about how everyone else should toughen up, perhaps he should consider toughening up.
All right. Thank you, guys. Here's a look at some of the headlines we're chasing tonight.